Recently, there has been this menace of brain rot, and most people probably don't know what it is or what it means. Now, brain rot is a situation whereby your brain starts to crave for quick or instant novelties, right? So all those short dopamine rushes that you feel from watching TikTok videos, that's all those 3 to 15 seconds TikTok videos, and what happens is with time you no longer find the reward interesting. So if you're not combining your tasks with an extra entertainment by the side, you feel bored, you can't focus at least to do what you're doing or to complete the task that you're doing. At that stage, you know that you've already stepped into brain rot, and this is taking effect. It's becoming a cancer in the life of a lot of persons, and it's causing a huge issue for us all. So the question is, how do you now take care of yourself and avoid brain rot? First of all, let's look at the effects of brain rot. So from a little research I've made, one of the effects of brain rot is, number one, your attention span collapses. So what it means is that you can no longer pay attention to a particular task or something for a very long time. Your attention span might get low as 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 6 seconds. So long as whatever it is that you're looking at or paying attention to does not really interest you per se, you lose focus within the next 3 seconds, and it is very bad. At that rate, you wouldn't be able to focus on a lot of positive or a lot of high value activities. Now the second one is worse memory and learning. All right, so the constant nature of switching in between contexts. Now what do I mean in this case? Now you're scrolling through TikTok and you're watching a video of someone, let's say, teaching how to tie a tie. Then next thing, you're over a video of people dancing. Another second, you're already watching a video of some comedy clips and all. So you see that you are now juggling your memory between a lot of unrelated items, and as such your memory finds it very difficult to, one, grasp what you're actually trying to encode, and then be able to encode them and even help you retain them. Right now, the next one is doom scrolling addiction loop. So now you now let the fate of what you see and think, you leave it at the hands of the algorithm. The algorithm decides what you see, decides what you consume. You're no longer the one in charge, right? So it becomes an issue for you. The next one is language and human degradation. So you no longer say things the way they should be said. You're always looking for shortcuts and looking for unclear slangs that you can't use in a formal setting, even slangs that even when you use it in an informal setting, a lot of people won't even understand what you're saying. All right, so that's one of the things that brain rot can do to you. So it gives you that laziness. You want to relax, you want to get that dopamine rush instantly, you want to get it quickly, you don't want to spend time on things you feel that are boring. Real life becomes boring for you, right? So the next one is mood and motivation drop. It drops your mood because the truth is you won't always find things that would give you such dopamine rush at all times. So this is the same thing that happened with people that are addicted to drugs or addicted to any form of addictions, right? So because the first hit that you're going to get, the first rush you're going to get from getting yourself involved in all of these things is going to be so good that you keep wanting that kind of rush, but you end up not getting it, right? So another thing that this brain rot can cause to you is sleep destruction. It's going to disrupt your sleep. It's going to cause you not to have a proper sleep, and when you don't have proper time when you sleep, it's going to disrupt when you wake up, and it's also going to disrupt the quality and quantity of sleep that you get, which would in turn affect your activity the following day. Now, how do you fix this issue of brain rot? Because it's actually a serious issue that needs to be fixed. Now, the first or one of the ways to do that is 48 to 72 hour food detox. Now, This could be full digital detox or full social media detox. It depends on whichever one you choose. It could be both, it could be any of the two. So what it means is that try to limit the number of times that you spend on social media or on digital contents. All right, that way it helps you create a void, because what you need is a void, because that void is what is actually the healing process for your memory, right, for your brain. So you need to create that void that these social media contents have filled in your brain. You need to create that void again. And one of the best way to do that is to have a full detox. You need to have a full detox, right? You need to hit that reset button and clear off everything that gets you those quick dopamine hits, right? So it's fine if you feel anxious, you feel irritable, you feel bored. That is your brain healing. That's how it should be, right? You don't have to be entertained all the time. It is too much of those short forms entertainment and hyper context switchings that actually affects your brain. Now you need to replace. Now when you are detoxing, you need to replace whatever you are taking out. Don't just remove. So what do I mean? If you are limiting the amount of time you spend on social media, you need to replace it with something else, right? So say you can pick up a book, you can go to YouTube and watch or see videos that are long, 30 minutes videos or 1 hour videos. Those videos that has the capability to stretch your attention span so that you get the full context of whatever it is that it is passing to you, right? Whatever message that video is passing to you, you would have to stretch your attention span for the whole 1 hour or so in order to grasp it. Those are the kind of videos you need to replace those short TikTok or whatever videos that actually drags your brain, right? You can also do some other things like going to the gym, going outside, whatever it is that does not rot your brain. That is what you should bring in to replace whatever you are taking out in the process of your detoxing. All right. Now, the next thing you can do is you'd use hard limits. Now, don't set limits that you have to control. You can set limits on your phone. For instance, you can set a screen time for the duration of time that you feel is acceptable for you to run through social media in a day. It could be 1 hour, it could be 2 hours. You just set it. Once you hit that mark, your phone should restrict you from accessing those apps anymore, and you don't get to get the notifications that on a normal day would distract you from whatever it is you're doing and drag you to go watch all of these contents, right? So that is it for hard limits. Then the next thing you need to do is to make scrolling boring. Now, if you have a good phone, when I mean a good phone, I mean a really smartphone that can turn videos to grayscale, so that when you open a video, instead of having a very clear video like this, you have a grayscale video. That you can set up such things for such apps, right? That gives you those short video forms that actually rots your brain. It's a very nice approach too. Then you need to retrain your brain. I've mentioned this before. So what you need to do is to expand your attention span. So you're advised to focus on long content platforms like YouTube. You have Netflix and all. So you focus on such platforms that present you with longer videos that needs your attention for a long period of time, so for you to be able to actually grasp whatever message that video is passing on, right? So those are the kind of contents that you actually need to pay attention to. Forget about those short forms that actually rots your brain. The next one is for you to curate relentlessly. So what this means is you need to look at the cache or the list of contents that you follow or that you've saved or that you've subscribed to, especially those short ones that rots your brain, that gives you those quick dopamines. You need to unfollow them. Unfortunately, you need to do that and You need to pay more attention to those contents that uh, helps you to increase your attention span, especially that pushes you to pay more attention in order to understand the full context of the message that they are passing to you. Then the last one, but not the least, is for you to touch grass. We would always say touch grass, right? So, but in this context, what it means is just go outside, go and have a feel of the nature, spend time out without your phone. Just you can keep your phone in the house, spend 30 to 60 minutes out there, talk with people, engage with nature. That way you get to find nature more interesting than boring, right? So whenever you see it and you feel like you're bored, just understand that it is normal. Your brain needs such times to heal. It is not the time to pick up your phone and start watching short video clips or all of these brain rotting activities that can really decrease uh, your focus span, right? So keep up to this. Tomorrow we discuss another tip. Bye.